Hi all, it's good to see you all again. In my last session, I had spoken about how to create meaningful relationships. I'd given a lot of explanations, I had tried to explain things to you, how to deal with them. This session, I thought, बहुत हो गए ज्ञान व्यान की बातें. Let me give you some shortcuts, simple, clear and simple tips that you can just implement straight away and get results, right? Let me bring in some hardcore, real astrological concepts, some astrological calculations that can instantly work with you instead of you spending time in a thought process and then thinking about it and then trying to implement. Let me give you shortcuts. Otherwise, what's the point of you all coming and spending time watching this video, right? It should benefit you in certain ways. And now, 2019, no one has time, unfortunately. You can always create time, but since you feel you don't have time, I'm giving you shortcuts today. So today's session is about 5 clear tips that you can implement in your life to bring instant peace, quick flow of income, to increase your income, to increase prosperity in your life, to have a better inflow in your life in terms of happiness, money, wealth, and to overcome illnesses. What are the main things that trouble us? Lack of money, unrest in the house, lack of sleep, health problems, right? So I'm going to give you shortcuts, 5 simple clear tips. Just do them, do these tips, and your problems will start vanishing. And as always, they're tried and tested, so they come with a guarantee. And I will explain briefly, I don't want to bore you, I will explain each tip that I give you briefly, how it works, what's the logic behind it. In case anyone wants further explanation, you're interested in understanding at length how things are going to be changing, you can email me. My email address is in the description below, as always. So before we start, as always, I'd like to thank my spiritual gurus, my divine gurus, for all their guidance. I'm truly grateful that they've chosen me to not only experience but also share my knowledge with all of you today. Okay, so let's start. Tip number 1. In case you have anyone who is unwell at home, if you are experiencing health problems yourself, if there's unrest in the house, you don't sleep well, you don't feel the peace. I had explained about peace in another video. I put in a link in case some of you missed it. There's a link in the description. That discussion was primarily about how to create wealth and harmony in your home. And that I had explained how do you realize whether you have a peaceful home or not. So in case you want to check that out, you can check that video. So in case you feel there's lack of peace at home, there's lack of good sleep, there's some unrest, there's someone dealing with health problems, tip number 1 is for you. Here's what you have to do. Buy a slightly big size diyas. If you don't want diyas, or if you don't have diyas, you can just take a steel katori. Basically you need a vessel that is slightly big. You get these bigger diyas that holds enough oil in it. The oil that you need to use is sesame seed oil. So here's the tip. Every evening, starting on a Saturday, so take any Saturday evening, start on any Saturday evening, put the diya on a small steel plate, put a pinch of haldi, add sesame seed oil, til ka tel to it, add a cotton wick, जो आपका रुई का जो बाती आता है वो ले लीजिए, and light the diya. The time to light the diya is dusk time, when it starts to get dark. In case you're not at home at that point and it's not possible, then you can do it anytime at night. So you can do it anytime at night till 10 p.m. Light this diya either in your place of worship, wherever you're worshipping. In case you don't really have a fixed place of worship, because a lot of people these days don't, then use your phone mobile compass and see the southwest corner of your house. Light this diya in the southwest corner of the house. Make sure you're not lighting it outside of, at the gate of a toilet or a washroom. Just make sure of that. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. In case you're not able to get a useful, corner in the house, the tips that I've given you, the 2 places that I've suggested, southwest corner or your place of worship. If you feel you're not able to find any, which in Bombay is possible because houses are really small, then what you do is just light it at the entrance of your home. You basically light it at the entrance, just the tip, जो चौखट होता है, when you have the entrance, right, of the main entrance of the home in the corner next to the gate, not in front of the gate, at the side. So tip number 1 is sesame seed oil diya, तिल का तेल का दिया, which you start on a Saturday. आपको शनिवार शाम को शुरू करना है, and then you light it every evening. Gradually you will see the vibe in the house will change. Make sure the diya is big enough so that it burns at least 5-6 hours. Gradually it will absorb all the negativity of the house. There'll be a better peaceful vibe at home, and there'll be more peace when you sleep. It will change all the negativity. It will remove, absorb and burn all the negativity, cleanse your house and make your house peaceful. It will bring better health. It will remove illnesses. It will remove agitation and restlessness from you and your mind. It will help you sleep better. So many benefits, one tip. So try it out. Tilka telka diya, preferably inside the house, the 2 locations I've suggested. Now tip number 2, get a tulsi plant. Now if you feel that it's you have fixed ideas that this is a very Hindu thing to do, though I don't feel that way, then get any plant. My first option, my suggestion is get one tulsi plant. Keep it at home, look after it, make sure it doesn't die, water it carefully. In case you don't want to get a tulsi plant, just get any one plant. Just take care of one plant. Any one plant. A plant that is easy. Ask the nursery guy to give you something that is not high maintenance. Take care of that plant. Look after that plant. Tip number 3, get a cactus. Again, your choice. Pick any cactus. Get any cactus. Bring it to your home. You can put it next to your tulsi. You can put it next to that one plant that you have. Alternatively, you can put it in your balcony, in your entrance, anywhere. Take care of one plant and one cactus plant. Now, those are your first 3 tips. Tip number 4. This I mentioned again also in my other video, but I'm repeating it here. Take a silver bowl. It can be small, it can be as small as this. At least something that stores a few spoons of water. Clean it up properly. You can take a bigger bowl of silver also. I prefer silver. In case you don't have silver, you can get steel also. Second option. But my first option is silver. Clean it up properly, fill it up to the brim with clean water, add a few drops of holy water, add 1 piece of camphor. Do this on a Friday. Place this in the center of your house where it's not disturbed, or at the place of your worship at your temple. Okay, all these tips, how they work, I will explain at the end. Tip number 5, my last tip for today. Now what happens is, the basic rule of life is every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? That's how things work. That's what we understand in physics. That's what we understand in science. That's what we understand in the law of karma. That whatever we do, there's always an impact in the environment, and you always have to take the result back of it. So tip number 5 is based primarily on this law of physics, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Tip number 5 is, starting again on a Saturday. If Saturday is not possible, then take any day. I'll give it to you any day. Take any amount of food. Now I'm giving you choices. You can take fruit, buy a dozen bananas. Again, 2 bananas, a dozen, 2 dozen, an apple, whatever fruit you want. Fruit, you decide which. Quantity, you decide which. According to how much money you have, you're comfortable, you feel like giving away, you choose that. So options, either take fruit, take a packet of biscuit, otherwise take sandwiches. Make sure it's pure vegetarian, good food. Or alternatively, grains, uncooked rice, uncooked dal, uncooked sugar, uncooked atta, a little bit of ghee, a little bit of oil, basically things that you need to cook a meal. Donate these once a week, preferably again Saturday, to any place, any religious place that feeds people, any orphanage that feeds people, a langar that feeds people, or the cooked food that you've carried, just give to people on the road who really need it, who are hungry, who are waiting to get some food. Feed them. So what is the remedy of number 5 is, either take cooked food and give it to someone. Again, the amount is up to you, whether you want to feed 10, 5, 1, up to you. Or take fruit, or take biscuits, or take grains that you can give to a kitchen that feeds people. So the basic idea here is, once a week, And my first preference for this is Saturday. So once every Saturday, basically, I would say every Saturday, donate food to people. Either you're donating grains where they'll be cooked and they'll be fed to other people, or you're donating food from your house that is cooked and you're straight away giving to people that can eat, or you're carrying fruit or biscuits, etc. So donation of food every Saturday. Now, the fifth tip I've already explained how it works. It's based on the law of karma. So every week when you do a positive karma, and the most important, most futile, most valuable thing to do when you want to help someone is give them food, because that is our basic sustenance. No matter how rich, no matter how powerful, we cannot live without food. So when you give food to someone, you're basically blessing them just the way the environment blesses us with oxygen. So it's the biggest form of giving. So when you are helping people who are in need of food, you're creating positive karma around you. This is the most powerful positive karma, feeding someone who's hungry. And gradually, as you keep on doing it over weeks, over months, the effect of this positivity will gradually start coming into your life. The universe will start blessing you back. So do this sincerely with your heart, not with arrogance, not thinking I'm doing this. Do it with the feeling of I want to give. Bless you. I want to help you. May you not feel the lack of food. With those blessings and those genuine feelings in your heart, try to do this once a week. My first preference, Saturday. So tip number 5, I've explained the logic as I've given you the tip. Let me briefly explain to you the other 4 tips that I've given you. The first one, sesame seed oil. Basically, the sesame seed oil itself has qualities. When you burn it, it will remove a lot of negativity. It works to cleanse an environment. As soon as your environment is being cleansed every day, gradually the energies will change, because there are energies around you. You may not choose to believe them. You can say, I don't believe in anything, but the world will still be the way it is, right? You breathe in, you breathe out, it's all energy. You feel tired, you feel refreshed. How? It's all energy. Your body is living because of the energy inside it, right? So this is how the first tip works. The second and third tip were basically about the plants. So either you take care of a tulsi, or you take care of, bring a cactus and bring that. So how these work is, when you take care of a plant, again you are taking care of the environment. It's a very environment friendly tip as well, but you are basically telling the universe that I'm taking from your natural resources, and let me do my small bit by at least replenishing one natural resource and taking care of it. And I want to be thankful for this, to this earth. I want to be thankful to this environment for sustaining me, for giving me fresh air, for giving me water. So it's a way of showing your gratitude to the universe. No harm in doing that, right? So get that one plant and look after it. My first preference is tulsi. The cactus. Again, cactus survives in the hardest of environments. It's a tough plant. It needs nothing. It will survive. It will be there under hard sun, lack of water. So it is a very solid energy. When you bring a cactus, the cactus will have the strength to remove negativity from around you and your home. It will absorb, again, it will work like a little guardian. So keep it, if you're getting a tulsi, keep the tulsi and the cactus next to each other. They'll both flourish, they'll take care of each other. So it brings in a balance between energies again. So the cactus, that's how it works. The water in the silver bowl that I had mentioned, which is the last tip, was basically, this I had explained to you in my last video as well, where I had spoken about bringing in wealth into your home. The link is in the description if you want to watch the entire thing. I'll just brief you a little bit on that. Basically, it balances out the water element. The 5 elements around us. Every day we burn fire in our house, right? Either we're lighting the diya or the candle, or we cook. We also cook with fire. The fact that food is cooked, even if you're using electrical appliances, it's all Agni Tattva, right? So every day we create Agni in our home. And then in today's world, we also create Agni because we are screaming and we are agitated and we are creating Agni around the house. So to balance that out, we put this bowl of water, silver because it's Jala Tattva. It's water element. It will cool down everything. It will balance out excess agitation. It will invite more wealth because again, water element is all about wealth. Lakshmi, that's why, the Jala Tattva. So it balances out everything and it increases the flow of wealth in your house. So these were my 5 tips. I've tried to keep it short and simple. I just wanted to give you information that will instantly help you. You know, everyone wants to have Maggie and cook Maggie right now. No one wants to make a 5 course, 7 course meal. So, keeping in mind today's fast times, these are my fast 5 tips. Try it out. I'm telling you, it will work. One by one, try it out and see the magic work in your life, at your home, and see how you start feeling good about yourself. Just try it out. I wish you all the best. I hope Ganpati helps you do all these things, and I wish you all the positivity entering into your life. Do watch my other videos, do like my videos. Please share my videos with people who you think will benefit. Sharing of knowledge is also another very positive karma. If you feel that you have friends and family that may benefit from the knowledge that I'm sharing, please go ahead and sharing it. Thank you very much. All the best.